by accident, so I've just been. Oh,
You are
okay.
live.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I am live. I was busy chatting in the background with my Rev Water. Rev Water, thank you every day showing up and making us look clever. That is so great. Today is a Tuesday. Actually, if I had to show you the classes all set, we started the program yesterday, and I've got people around who want to deliver mindset change program. So I took advantage just today, share with you what the 3 days look like when you come on board. What the 3 days look like. It's looking very nice in front of me here, and I just wish that you could be one of those people that are here to make things happen. Yeah, so before I do that, I would like just to welcome you all for joining us today. Those ones that are joining us for the very first time, we are here Monday to Friday, every single day, as long as it's not a holiday. We are here just making you understand and you just getting to know what we do give back to our society, our communities, our mentees, and those ones that follow us. Because you are here every day, we are here to just say we are going to do what we need to do. So on Monday, we've got Rev Water who comes with Unleashing Your Destiny. This has been, a part of our life for the last 4 years and counting. And we really just learn and be able to socialize ourselves in these things that normally we would not be doing. And we've learned so much. I personally have learned so much in my able to unleash my own destiny, because things about you and the things that you do, then people see and say, oh, you're able to do this. It's because we've been deliberate about learning from one another, and what we learn, we also share it with the general public who follow us. On Wednesday, we've got our market day. This market day for us is really like giving back to those people that want to also share their products and services. We also take advantage of sharing now our products and services on the platform. On Thursday, we've got Dr. Nelly with a, prosperity for your soul. And this, because the soul is one soul, which comes from the bedroom, which is the home area, and it's the same soul that takes care of our marketplace, which she calls the boardroom. So these two put together makes us sit up and do the things that we need to be doing. On Friday, we come with the health tips, which we call prevention is better than cure, so that we are in this one body that takes us places and that makes us go places in all, just nourishing our body so that it can make us wake up, it can make us do what we're doing. If I was not well, I would not be here. So we really take advantage of that. And this week, next week, is it this week? It is going to be our last, session, and we're just going to be together and helping you understand or going through what our year has been, and that's how we are going to celebrate you, and would like you to be part of the celebration, because that is going to be the end, and then we're going to break until January, to also give you time to sleep in, because when you're in this period, you don't want to wake up at 7:30 to be. It's if you are like us, every day you wake up 6 o'clock, you're managing things and helping others manage things. But when it's a holiday, would like you to relax as well. But we want you also to share. We want those people who are able to actually share. We want you to send us a little video. We want you to send us, something that you've taken out of our annual, 7:30 Mentorship Academy, so that we can just appreciate you for being there, for showing up on a daily basis. So that's what it is that we are able to understand and share, the things that we need to be doing with ourselves. So welcome to today. And this is just the things that we do. So today is a Tuesday, and I'm actually here in the where things happen, and I'm here to share with you just how we manage this. When we say come, the course is for 3 days. It's really for 3 days. Supposed to be 5 days, but because People are not able to sit for 5 days because of they haven't scheduled that time. But other things, you say want to go for holiday for 7 days, we schedule. But sometimes training just makes it difficult for people to sit in one place for 3 days. But it is so interesting that you actually don't even see the 3 days or the time going because you are busy sharing and you're busy making the cocktail chats because we come to your home, in the 6 areas of life. We come to your family and home. We come to your mental and education. We come to your financial and career, and we come to your physical and health, spiritual and ethical, and social and cultural. So that by the time we put activities, by the time we prepare you to be effective and efficient, by the time we prepare you for your retirement, for succession, for customer service, and just being you, we tend to actually make things just attractive and fun. We've got several people who come to give their experience, their expertise, and it's just so fun. So what it is that we do in the 5 days training program of Mindset Change Process Program, we've got the program is based on the TVETA approved curriculum, which is it's an educational program syllabus for skills award in mindset change. Skills award in mindset change. So this is program number 570. This you can find it at TVETA. So apart from that, we have developed the tools that go with it because we learn through the workbook, which actually you have to undertake. In this workbook, you have to make sure that it is full. This is the workbook that if you are systematic and we register you in the RPA, recognition of prior learning, that you already have, and you do this mindset change, this is the workbook that gets to confirm that you have done the course and you have shifted and you are retaining things by what you are doing daily in the success planner. So these are the tools that we use to make sure that learning has taken place. So how do we do this? When people come in, we actually assure them of transformation. And this transformation takes place in such a way that it's a transformation that you can never go back to your normal, your usual life. It's a transformation that is like you buy, something, it's in a box, you take out in the box, you get that tool that you need to use if it's whatever it is that you're using it, and you actually burn the box because you will never go back in your comfort zone to say this is what I am doing, or this is what, oh no, things I have failed and what. We've got a 0 point percentage, someone who came to say they have failed to change others. And then we said, oh, you have failed to change others. You actually don't have to change others. You just have to change yourself. Then people that are around you see that you're not the same person. They will actually come and start to do exactly the things that you are doing if what you're doing pleases you. Because you're going to be happy, you're going to be having your goals met, you're going to have your goals directed, you're going to see the results that you desire. And it's not just results. Your desired result is what is there for us to be able to manage, ourselves in that area. So what is it that we do? We actually think that what if we all lived in abundance, where it was possible to be effective, efficient, and masterful at managing personal time, while also being prepared for a successful retirement with a solid succession plan in place and delivering exceptional internal and external customer service. And this is what I, as the master coach, believe in, that we can live in abundance, because even at God's level, God wants us to live in abundance. God wants to live in abundance, because that's how he created the world. He wanted everyone to live in abundance. Even in the Bible verses, there are a lot of Bible verses which actually talks about you must live in abundance. What is it that we need to be doing for us to maintain that abundance? we have to be effective every day. We have to be efficient every day. We have to manage personal time every day. We have to be prepared for those people that are going to succeed us. We have to prepare for, for our own retirement, so that we have to make this our life, better. And we also have to make sure that we are delivering exceptional internal and external customer service. So when people register day one, what happens in day one? Day one, we are registering. We welcome you. We introduce the objectives of mindset change program, and the objectives really are the things that we do. And if I can just share the objectives of this, is to actually show you how to increase your personal productivity by 15 to 25% and reduce your work time, because sometimes we do not have this work time. So it makes you reduce your work time by 25 to 35%. It also assists you find an additional 1 to 3 hours per day to work on important, smarter goals and high health activities that you currently do not have time, for. It also demonstrates an effective system for managing all the commitments and promises that you are making and accepting every day, so that nothing is overlooked or misplaced, because of the world knows. We live in this world where there are a lot of noise. But with this, it makes you actually make that area where you are actually not able to see, or to manage. But this system helps you to manage the things that you are not able to do normally. It also encourages you to become more proactive and harmonize life in the 6 areas of life. You are aware of what you do in those 6 areas of life. It significantly improves your effectiveness and efficiency using the My Process, this same program, My Process Mindset Change, for retirement planning, succession planning, and internal and customer service. So these are the objectives of this program. And so we start now to practice every single day on how we would be able to measure and make things happen for everyone. And that is on that it takes about 30 minutes for us to do that. And then we have now the main thing, what we call the mirror activity, the personal reflection, so that you identify yourself with what is it, who am I, and we use just these things that go around, like we have taken the social media picture, which we have actually created to social media, where this young boy is there, the actual person is in ragged clothes, carrying a bag with with like there's nothing about them. But what the reflection that they are seeing in the mirror is such that they are great, they are well groomed, they are a champion of something that they're doing, and just makes great looking at such transformation in the mirror. So we actually ask people to not only look at their outside, but to look inside. What is it that you see in yourself that you can be able to run with, that will make you feel good about anything that people are doing? So those are the areas of what it is that you really want to achieve. And it also resonated with the story when the vice president was launching her book. It made me feel very good that it's not only, even people who are up there, they started with something, they started with nothing, but because of who they were seeing in the mirror, they were able to actually manifest something out of them. So we do that. And we do that. That is now what actually also helps when somebody is looking in the mirror. They tell us what are they good at, what would they like to change, and where they would like to be. So that helps us to create their mindset change name, because this name is an equalizer. We don't use the positions that are there in other people's lives, so that anyone can actually be who they want to be. And we create these names, and it works so well, because then they've got the power of who they want to be. So that is what we call actually now orienting to mindset change process, using those created name tags, which tells them what is it that who they are, who they want to become, and that name puts them under pressure to be who they are. Like I'm seeing the names here. Obviously, my desk there, Sunshine, Enabler, Innovator. I am seeing a change driver. I am seeing, some of I can see strategist. So all these people that are seated in those chairs, they've got something that they really, really want to do. Energizer. So when somebody is an energizer, um, they are energizing. So when you've mentioned that, oh, me, I'm an energizer. So everybody says, oh, then they're interested in seeing or knowing what is it that you energize, and they want to tap from you. I am sunshine. People, why? Because the sun doesn't shine just on me, it shines on anyone. It doesn't matter what it is that people are doing on such a day. So, and then we come to the challenges to adult learning. And then we orient them on the challenges of adult learning, why it is a challenge for people to actually come out and sit in there, because people are looking at their upbringing, people are looking at their positions, people are looking at, um, uh, how they cannot sit their education. So because people are thinking, and I wish Uplifter was here to actually just share a little bit about just how these challenges of adult learning create, because I've been talking about this for a long time. But people really have come to understand that even if they have got these, big qualification, this is now a soft skill that we give you so that you'll be able to actually just look at the successes. It doesn't subtract from your education, it doesn't subtract from your upbringing. You'll still be that child who was brought up well, you'll still be that child who was neglected, but now you are not that child because you've done something about it. So it's just a challenge, that people see, and they really don't, take kindly on the things that they'll be able to do. So these are the areas where we now bring, and people now speak about their background. We cocktail about who they are, about things that they have achieved and how they have achieved them, so others can learn from one another. Yesterday, we heard amazing stories of how, despite the challenges that people face, they just come out, as winners. And this is why it is important for us to actually do these things. And then we have principles of mindset change, setting and of objectives, of personal objectives, and then the main objectives that are there for everyone else to see. Because those objectives, that's what sets the tone to say, now how are we going to meet these objectives of these individuals that are sitting in the chairs? So when they set those objectives, then we start now, to make, now how are they going to be effective? How are they going to be efficient? How are they going to manage time so that all those objectives are met? And after that, then we now come into what we call the Pareto principle, which actually just, is basically a job description. What is your job description? What do you do every day when you wake up? And we just limit it to 6, so that those 6 we make. What are the objectives? What are your activities that you're going to be doing in those in that job description that you have given yourself, and what results do you expect for you when you do those objectives? That is the most interesting part, and that's why you will sit there, so that you now align, what activities am I supposed to be doing? How am I going to be doing this? And what results do I get? And that also, they're in 2 parts. One part is for your plan A, which puts food on your table, and we help you also develop your plan B that you're going to be doing. So when you retire, what is it that you're doing? Or the plan B, just for residual income, because your job or whatever you do actually just takes care of, most times, your basic needs and some belonging. But if you really want to go to self-actualization, we are able to actually measure what you're going to be doing for you to attain that actualization. So what is it that we make out of that? We make people believe in themselves. We make people believe that they can do it. We make people believe that if you don't do this, then you're not going to get there. So what is it that you're looking for? And every one of people that have sat in these chairs is looking for success. Every single person is looking for success. So this is what it is that we are able to actually manage and be able to understand and be able to move forward in that area. So then we move to then they indicate the high payoff activities, which we call HPAs, and we move from there and we help them to actually just manage that. And then we come to this takes us in the afternoon of day one, and then we come to building for efficiency and effectiveness. Then we take them to the numbers game. This we deal with crisis mode management, proactive management, where we are using the quadrant measures. Then we move to benefits of planning and setting smarter goals. This is what concludes day one. And then we come to day two. Obviously, we look at those benefits and impediments to mindset change, the 10 commitments to follow to become a total person, and we then introduce them to the success planner that now they can be able to undertake, so they know now the principles of life, putting the wheel of life to work, and also creating the master list of goals, and also characteristics of a changed mindset, because now they're starting to maximize on that area of who they really are and making things happen. So then we have, as we put the wheel of life to work, the activities now, we start to put in the activities in the wheel of life. Those activities are really what makes somebody realize that they are really doing something about something. If you are not doing something about something, then you know that it's not happening. Then you know that it's not happening. But we make sure that, because it's you, it's what you want. So it's very easy for you to undertake those goals. And it is also your responsibility, because after setting those smarter goals, you create activities. It is your responsibility after setting those goals to make it happen. And it's also your responsibility to identify how you are going to prioritize your smarter goals. It's also your responsibility to track, your goals. So we've got a tracking sheet that is there. It is also your responsibility to now know how you're going to spend the money. You have a list of how you're spending your money so that you can be able to know exactly how that money is being spent. Then we come to the pillars of the wheel of life. Now we go under each pillar, starting with family and home. We identify the activities that you're going to be doing in family and home. Then we come to the pillar of financial and career. And family and home, it just doesn't mean your home and your nuclear family. It means your communities. It means your networks. It means your friends, the people that this is an area where it's so much fun, where we're saying who is going to come to your funeral, who is reading your life history, who makes people know who you really are, how do you interact with them? Are they able to actually say, no, this person cannot do this person is able to do that? Can they protect you? So when you nurture your family and home, you are creating that synergy among your people. So then we come to financial and career. Financial and career now goes to those areas which is bringing food on your table. How do you manage your finances? How do you arrange things? You can only be able to arrange even family and home when you're not productive in financial and career. People don't even have respect for you, and that's just a natural. So we teach people, or we facilitate that, where you say, what is your financial and career spoke of the wheel of life looking like? How can you lift it to the area where you want? What activities are you going to be doing so that you can be able to manage those areas of your life, of the financial and career? Then we move to mental and education. In fact, the mindset change is under the mental and education scope of the wheel of life, because it is encouraging us to know and encouraging us to understand uh, the things that are happening in your area of mental and education. What are you reading? How are you managing your education? Things that you know. How are you using your knowledge? Because a lot of people that even we heard even yesterday, people are so knowledgeable. How can they impact that knowledge that they have into other people so it can end them, in the area of financial and career? So the knowledge that you have, if you don't use it, you're sitting on your money. You are the one that is holding your resources. You're the one that is making things not happen in that area. So it's all up to you how you use your networks, how you use your and the knowledge that you have, how you use all these things that can actually build you, and how you maintain that. And then we've got the physical and health of the wheel of life. Here we talk about how this body how you're going to keep this body engaged in the things that you want it to do. What are you feeding it so that it can give you that body that you need in order for you to move? How is your health? How are you managing to get from 8 or from 6 to 6? What is it that is happening? If you don't take care of your physical and health, it means maybe you cannot sleep, you cannot manage things. So we actually now delve into that area where we do that pillar of physical and health. And we've got partners in all these activities that come if we're not able to do it. And if you're experienced in that area, we ask you to be part of what we're doing so that you can pick an area where you are strong and you can deliver it around this wheel of life after you have managed to shift your mindset and you're productive and you want other people to manage on your behalf. Then we have the social and cultural. Social and cultural is very, very important, for this program, because the social part is the networks you belong in. Yesterday, it was fun. We were talking about what networks do you belong in. And if you belong in the networks that are always pulling you down, it's okay to leave. So how are you nurturing? How are you managing your social life? How are your networks supportive? How, if you need something, and we say anyone if you've got proper networks, anyone that you want is just 5 contacts away. You'll be able to find those people. So the people, and a lot of us have put a lot of contacts in the phone, but we fail to actually utilize those contacts when you really need them. So this is what we are saying. How are you going to be able to manage those contacts in your phone? And so the social part are your networks, and the cultural part are your values, where we are even saying, like what is embedded in the Zambian constitution. How do we manage the values and principles? And this is the spoke of the wheel of life, where we utilize that part um, of humans, where we are saying, what are your values and principles? What are you going to leave behind that people are going to say, oh, there lived sunshine, or there lived so and so, there lived uplifter, there lived the energizer, there lived the enabler, and all these people that are there, the change drivers of this world, and there are so many of them. So, and then they spoke of the wheel of life of spiritual and ethical. Spiritual and ethical is what makes us, undertake the things that we want, the things that we are known, the things that where we are saying you must be able to live as if there's someone looking. When someone is looking, we are careful. Even here, when we say, can we exchange books? Even someone who didn't write, they go ahead and start to write it. Meaning, everyone wants to portray a good image. And this is where the spiritual alignment comes from. But also, the other thing is, how ethical are you in the way that you're undertaking this? So that brings us to the two of the spoke of the wheel of life. And I think we have come to maybe tomorrow, since it's my day of sharing with you the sharing with you on the products and services on a Wednesday. I'll be able to talk about the three, because the three is actually planning for succession, and also planning for retirement, and we see what goes there, because there then I can talk about something as we go to retire in December, for Christmas. What are we planning for that? So I'll be able to talk about that. So today, let me end here and just to wish everyone a good Tuesday, where you make sure that make one of your four imperative things to be aware of the things that you do, and be aware of the things that you do well, so that when you do well, you'll be able to manage yourself in the 6 areas of life. Make sure that one of your four important things, you connect with one or two people. Be the person who actually talks about good. Talk about the things that people are able to do. Don't discourage them. If someone has got something, don't discourage them. Don't discourage them, of the things. Encourage them. When you've got something that somebody is strong in, connect with those people. Bring them, together, and see how we can all, help to develop this mindset into a growth mindset. So we are able to be that bigger picture of nurturing relationships and doing the things that we want to do on a daily basis. And make sure that you connect, with us or with anyone among our four, uh, uh, go to people that actually um, put up our time for you to be able to understand and make things happen for everyone. And everyone is looking for change. So what's stopping you for taking that step in coming to undertake the Mindset Change program? So with that, I say have a great day and well done for being on this platform. Thank you for joining us today.